episode 10. Here we go. What's up, everybody? If you're new to my channel, welcome aboard. For all my subscribers, you already know I started a new portfolio starting from scratch, $0, and I have plans to continue to grow the account to infinity. That's right, not just 10K, not 50K, not 100K. The portfolio max is unlimited. For this reason, you see my logo with my sunglasses, $0 on the left lens, and the infinity logo on the right lens. 7 figures may seem like a long ways out, but I could tell you from my 10 years of investing in the stock market, time flies by. It's now 2020, and before you know it, 2030 will be here, and if you're like me, I prefer to have a larger bankroll to play with at that time. Think real life Monopoly. As your money grows, it gets easier and easier to build your wealth. There's an old saying, it takes money to make money. Is it always accurate? No, but money definitely opens up your options to many lucrative investment opportunities down the road. As you see, the portfolio is up to a little over $900. I've been depositing $100 per episode so far, and that will continue to grow with time. If you've been following along with each episode, you know that I receive $500 from a credit card sign-up bonus, which is equivalent to the amount I put in the portfolio over these past 2 weeks. If you missed it, it's episode 6. At that time, the portfolio was a little over $500, is now $900. I already covered that. The total amount of money you deposit is so much more important than performance, especially when you're a beginner with little money. We're still in the early beginner level or rookie level at this time. 4 figures is coming, $1,000. Look out for next episode. The portfolio currently has 2 holdings, 2 growth opportunities in my opinion, Fiverr International and Penn National Gaming. Since this channel is just getting started with little money, it doesn't make much sense to diversify into 10 plus holdings at this time. If my 2 holdings fall in price, which I hope they do short term over the next couple of weeks and months, then I will continue to purchase shares and lower my cost basis. For any beginners out there, there's a term called cost basis averaging, which is what I plan to do. Since I have a strong bull thesis in both companies and believe in their long-term growth story, the lower the price I could get, the better. This is a very difficult concept to understand, especially for beginners who want to make money fast. My investing strategy shoots for large returns, but I know that I have to wait months and usually years before the percentage exceeds 100% return, 200% return, or even the almighty 1000% return. Don't we all want to invest $100 today and receive $1,000 tomorrow? Well, in my case, I'm willing to wait it out. Remember, patience is key, which is a very difficult mindset to have, especially at a young age. I have cash that I can invest today and have no plans to touch. Remember what I said earlier? You need money to make money. The money I've invested is money that I will not touch until it builds to my liking. Your number may be higher or lower, which is why personal finance is called personal finance for a reason. It's personal to you and you alone. And that brings me to the topic for the day. You see the thumbnail photo. My birthday recently passed and I got really lucky. I personally don't buy many scratch-off tickets or lottery tickets in a given year. Occasionally, maybe one every couple of months when I'm feeling really lucky. In this case, I was given a Florida Lottery Gold Rush Classic scratch-off ticket for my birthday, and guess what? It was my biggest scratch-off hit to date. Big winner. Remember, I said scratch-off ticket. Stock investments? Now that's a whole different ball game. As you can see on your screen, a $20 scratch-off ticket paid me $500 cash. Luckily for me, I didn't have to outlay the $20 since it was a birthday gift. $500 was strictly profit. Now guess what I did with that $500? You guessed it. I went straight to the bank to convert the cash to digits and sent the money straight to my stock brokerage. As you can see from previous episodes, I've already been depositing the majority of the $500 sum to my YouTube portfolio. I have one more $100 deposit left for the next episode. So I have a question for you guys. At the beginner level of investing with little money, what would you do with the winnings? Would you go out and buy some new shoes, or have a nice dinner, or maybe buy a new Apple Watch? Those are pretty cool. Let me know in the comments below. Oh, that reminds me. While you're leaving your comment below, to all you loyal listeners that made it to this point, I may have something for the first 5 people that direct message me. Email works, michaeldorisobusiness@gmail.com, michaeldorisobusiness@gmail.com, or a direct message on Instagram @michaeldoriso is even better. Message me referencing this episode, episode 10, and reference you listen to this part. To make it easy, type episode 10, I listened. Odds are in your favor since this channel is still small. That will change, so you may as well hit me up and find out what this is all about. Mr. Beast has nothing on what I have in store for this channel, especially since this is a personal finance money channel. You'll be glad you found this channel early and followed along. I'm just getting started, and I love my loyal subscribers. Back to the $500 scratch-off winnings. As you all know by now, I'm a stock guy. I love the stock market and love investing in companies to make even more money. At this point in my life, $500 is a very low amount of money. Everyone has their own perspective, which is why personal finance is such an interesting topic to discuss with others. For me, $500 can't buy me the things I really want. Maybe you like supercars like me. I'm a fan of the Lambo. I love the look. As a kid, I used to play a game called Need for Speed. Maybe you played it yourself. And the Lambo was one of the fastest cars in the game. As I leveled up in the game, I'd customize the color, I'd upgrade the wheels, I'd add a carbon fiber rear spoiler. Did you forget from previous episodes? I'm a millennial, and yes, I used to play video games. Any Halo diehards out there? Major League Gaming, or MLG for short? Have you heard about the Ogre Twins? They were the best in the game. Anyway, back to what I was saying about a supercar. Now, in real life and outside of a video game called Need for Speed, $500 in scratch-off winnings can't even rent a new Lambo for one day, let alone lease, finance, or own one forever. For me to lease or own a Lambo, I need enough cash flow that's coming in on a regular basis to reasonably afford a supercar like that. Remember, I'm always researching investments. From an investment perspective, does it make sense to purchase a Lambo for, let's say, $300,000 cash and have it sit in my garage 20 to 22 hours a day when I could leverage the $300,000 and put it to work? I don't know about you, but I prefer to have thousands of employees working for me while I sit back and watch the company increase their profits each quarter. Hopefully 9 episodes in, you remember my investment mentality. Sure, thousands of employees don't work for me directly, but they work for the company I'm invested in. Let's use Penn National Gaming, which is one of my holdings as an example. There are more than 18,000 employees as of 2017, all working for Penn National Gaming, which happens to be a publicly traded company on the stock market. Anyone can invest in it. Upper management's goal is to hire employees to ultimately bring in more revenue each year and help increase the company's bottom line. I'll let management deal with the lengthy hiring process and running of the company. And sure, the stock price doesn't always go up as expected with higher and higher profits each quarter, but that's just one metric to a bullish thesis. My overall mindset is that I'm a part owner of Penn National Gaming in this case, since I own shares of the company. I'm a part owner of Dave Portnoy's Barstool Sports. If Stool Presidente is making more money in the future from Barstool's success, I want to put the odds in my favor to make money as well. Now, back to the Lambo example. Should I buy a $300,000 Lambo with cash? Let's think about that. $300,000 times, let's say, a 15% return in the market would be $45,000 for the year. I don't know about you, but $45,000, which is equivalent to $3,750 a month, or about $120 every single day, sounds so much better to me at this point in my life. Now, will that change in the future? I definitely think it will. Compound that number over a couple of years, now I could buy another Lambo free and clear. It's called sacrifice today for tomorrow. Is a 15% return guaranteed? No chance. Nothing is guaranteed in this investment world. If anyone tells you different, please walk away or just send me the info so I could look into it myself. Now, do I think I personally have a strong shot to hit 15% plus return year in and year out? Absolutely, I know it. That's me though. I don't know about you and your commitment to researching companies on a daily basis and making excellent returns. There's a lot of work that goes into it. Maybe you'll catch on to a few tips here and there by tuning into this channel. Just never mirror trades from people on the internet, especially here on YouTube. I'm just showing you what I'm doing by documenting and tracking another portfolio from $0 and on. Remember my philosophy. I'm a long-term investor. I'm willing to wait it out for my $500 to continue to multiply and grow to a much larger number. The real winners are not these small $500 scratch-off hits. They're the investments that grow over a lifetime and leverage compound interest plus time in your favor. Now that's how you put the odds in your favor to make the big bucks, the millions we're all looking to obtain. If you use that logic, maybe you too will become a part owner of companies and reduce the number of scratch-off tickets you purchase each year. At least shares of stock are backed by a real company versus a scratch-off that you throw out after 10 seconds. At least odds are in your favor that a percentage of the principal you invested in will still be in your account in 10 or 20 years. Just a note, let's say you spend $20 in lotto tickets per month. That's $240 per year, right? Rather than spend that money on a lotto ticket or scratch-offs each and every month, what if you took that $20 every month and put it into your stock portfolio that gets a measly 5% interest over, let's say, 30 years? Do you know that number at the end? Let's use our trusty compound interest calculator. The number comes out to a little under $16,000. Talk about hitting the big jackpot. But wait, I have to wait 30 years? Yeah, that's right. You have to wait. Do you want it sooner like me? Then just increase your monthly contributions and or get a higher return than 5%. Now, if you get both, now we're talking. That's a lethal combination to grow true wealth. We'll end it there. Thanks again for tuning in to this episode. Portfolio is a little over $900. As always, do your own research prior to making any investments. Read the disclaimer on your screen fully. Remember, all opinions in this episode are mine and mine alone. I'm not a financial advisor. Maybe I'll see you again in the next episode. We'll finally add a comma. On to the next comma, right? Peace.